Well, tech news is what happens when a laptop and a USB stick love each other very, very much.
Earmuffs! Earmuffs! I need it for my eyes. Stop it.
Intel made a number of announcements at their investor meeting yesterday, but their big important investor meeting. But the most intriguing one was probably Project Endgame, which sounded like it may be a competitor to game streaming services like GeForce Now.
And it would kill us all.
But Team Blue's graphics chief, Roger Kaduri, didn't say it like that because he was talking to stuffy investors and not hardcore game heads like you and me. Kaduri instead described the Endgame as a software infrastructure initiative that will give users access to ARC GPUs as a continual compute service that's always available, low latency, persistent, and immersive. Notice he didn't say negative latency. Many big words. Investors love the big words. Intel also announced new ARC-based Tile GPU chiplets that could be added to its CPUs for gaming performance somewhere between integrated and discrete graphics. So, disintegrated. I don't know. Something like AMD's APUs. And unfortunately, Intel also announced it was delaying the launch of its full-fat ARC gaming graphics cards from Q1 to Q2 of this year. Meaning that's a whole other Q on there. We may not see the cards until June. Intel, I want a straight answer. Do these cards actually exist? And don't say they do, but as a transformative next evolution graphics technology. Like, can I hold it?
Can I eat it?
Can I smell it?
Can I put it?
Can I let it get nice and warm and hold it against my body?
Oh, my.
Microsoft has required Windows 11 Home users to log in with a Microsoft account since they launched the new operating system, but Windows 11 Pro users were still free to make the horribly foolish decision to set up without an internet connection. Thankfully, Microsoft will soon protect those users from themselves, as the latest Windows 11 Pro Insider build features the same Microsoft account requirement as the Home version.
Yay!
On the one hand, it's a strange move. Windows 11 is the only mainstream operating system that doesn't even let you perform basic setup without logging in. On the other hand, did I use this hand twice? Microsoft has steadily been increasing such account login requirements across their services, even VR now, so it's not strange at all. This is all very normal. Good even.
Yep.
Move along now.
Very good. Good job.
And Google has announced it will be bringing the privacy Sandbox system that it uses in Chrome to Android, ostensibly giving users greater control over what data they can choose to share with advertisers. Many are drawing comparisons between Google's new approach and Apple's recent changes to iOS 15, which Facebook says has cost them $10 billion a year in ad revenue.
This is good news.
But Google says theirs is different, because instead of giving the user the ability to easily opt in to tracking, Privacy Sandbox will use a much more complex system of developers and tubes. Developers can opt into using it. So wait, how is this better? Well, at the very least, Google won't be fully rolling out the new system for another 2 years, so we have lots of time to answer that question and eventually come to peace with whatever Google decides anyway. They know best.
Very good.
And their business is ads, unlike Apple's, so yeah, they're gonna do it right.
Their business is
Now it's time for the Quick Bits, brought to you by Seasonic, maker of power supplies so efficient and so reliable, they'll make you wish you could either hire or marry them.
marry me, baby.
Marry, hire, or kill, that's the game we used to play. For instance, take the Focus Plus 750 watt PSU with an 80 plus gold rating, ensuring 90% power efficiency at 50% system load. It's an excellent choice for mid-range systems. Plus, it's fully modular, featuring hybrid fan control with fluid dynamics fan bearings, and it keeps the noise down, and it comes with a 10-year warranty. And this one's looking for a long-term home. So you go and get it and get the power supply that's good for you at Seasonic.com at the link below. You know what? That's your link. We made that link for you.
Seasonic loves it.
Did you know that we don't even know what Quick Bits are?
I don't know.
They just showed up one day and won't leave.
Can anyone help?
If you can't wait till Q2 to get Intel's more powerful gaming GPUs, you could do some browsing on Taobao, as some users have reportedly spotted listings for the older DG1 models that were initially shipped exclusively in some pre-built PCs last year. They don't perform that much better than the integrated graphics you can find on many modern CPUs, but they're graphics cards, darn it! And in this timeline, just knowing you managed to buy any GPU is a bit of a thrill.
Whoa, I got the chills.
Whew. dangerous RIP bank account. Tech journalist, YouTuber, and all-around cutie, Dr. Ian Cutress has announced he's leaving his position as senior CPU editor at Anandtech, the hardware enthusiast outlet he's worked at for the past 11 years. We've come to rely on and appreciate the good doctor's takes on processor news, especially when Anthony is busy. He hasn't said exactly where he's going next, so show the man some love and subscribe to his YouTube channel, Tech Potato. Maybe he's going full tuber. We don't know. Maybe he's going back to Thailand. He's gonna shoot exclusively from that cat rescue place. He had a video there recently.
The pun. You didn't even get the pun.
Full tuber. Oh, tuber. There's more depressingly dystopian news today thanks to a story about visually impaired people whose bionic eye devices are no longer supported by the company that made them, Second Sight. The company has laid off employees and pivoted to other areas, leaving owners of its Argus ocular implant high and dry I would have said in the dark, if they experience any problems. The story is bringing up questions about what happens if we all get Neuralinks to meet up in the metaverse, and then Elon decides to go all in on Mars instead. And we're just like, am I in a boring tunnel? I don't know.
Supposed to talk in real life or something?
Go read the article and weep for the future of man. Microsoft bought Activision, right? Then Sony bought Bungie. Still following me? And now Ubisoft has reportedly said that if anyone wants to acquire them, they'd be like super down. In a conference call, CEO Yves Guillemot said that the company currently plans to remain independent, but would sincerely review any acquisition offers. I'm now speaking to suitors, which is interesting given the company fought off numerous previous attempts at acquisition. Peer pressure can be powerful.
Hey, Eves, take a drink, man.
It's Sadie Hawkins dance in my khaki pants. And if you're out at sea anytime soon, you'll want to watch out for the usual things like pirates and Kraken, but also keep on the lookout for a massive abandoned cargo ship filled with Porsches, Bentleys, and other vehicles made by the Volkswagen Group that is currently on fire. The barge is on fire.
Yeah.
Rescue efforts have been complicated by the EV batteries on board, which pose a unique risk to salvage crews, not to mention the reanimated skeletons of its crew. Blue fire.
What?
Just kidding, everyone made it off safely. Or did they?
Yeah.
That's not pirates.
Be out today.
I sense a change in the wind, says I. And you've safely made it to the end of this episode. I wish you fair voyage into the weekend. Best return on Monday to claim even more treasure.
Pirates, aren't they fun? Yar, give me a yar.
Treasure chest. Yar!